Well guys, I didn't intend to make a video today. I intended to go check my trail cameras. This is January 1st, 2021. And after a long 2020, we started off 2021 with a nasty ice storm. So I'm out here checking cameras because there's nothing better to do. Come around the corner to check my second camera of the day. And the buck that I passed and left this property to go hunt other deer, well, I just found him. He's dead right here. So I was coming down this laneway, saw a little bit of hair right back here, hit the brakes up there, turned around, and there he is. So not sure what happened to him. He's been here a little while. He's cleaned. I mean, I came the weekend after shotgun season and he wasn't here, so I mean, it's been a month, but yeah. That's a deer that I had called. I haven't named a lot of deer in recent years, but I did name this one 3G because I considered him the third generation of a deer that used to run around here several years ago. Then a few years after that, another buck, very similar frame, came around. And then this deer showed up 2 years ago. Just was hoping he would blow up a little bit. He had potential for sure. Not a giant frame deer, but as you can see here, a lot of trash. And it's kind of a shame. Well guys, I'm obviously a little disappointed right here, as you can tell. Not because the deer's dead. As a bow hunter, you guys know as deer hunters, what we love most, or at least I think I speak for most of us, is being able to see an animal grow to full maturity and then being able to figure out how he lives his life and how he uses his habitat and just how deer act naturally. That's my favorite part of being out there doing this. So then when you take all that information and you set up in anticipation of them doing certain things and it works out and they show up in person and you're able to fill a tag, it's when it all comes full circle. That is an awesome accomplishment and an awesome feeling. And I was just bummed because I knew that wasn't going to happen with this particular animal. You know, but the positive side of it was the weather conditions made for some of the prettiest pictures I could have asked for as far as recovering him there. An ice storm came in on New Year's Eve. This was New Year's Day, which I mentioned just before, and it made for some really nice pictures. I knew the antlers were going to come home with me, so I would be able to always have those. They would always be a reminder of a moment in time of a really cool deer's life that at one time shared the same property that I grew up on, which is just really neat stuff. You know, this deer also had given me a nice encounter in November of this year. It was actually mentioned in one of my videos before. He had come in right after dark, chasing does. And that evening, I actually was able to get a good look at him with binoculars, and that's when I decided that if he lived one more year, he'd probably really blow up. Now, obviously that didn't happen, but he gave me that encounter, gave me some really neat pictures. He gave me a chase there for a while, and then at the end of the day, it was just a cool buck that I got to see grow up for a while, and I got to bring the antlers home, so I'm happy with that. And beyond all that, you know, this is just another reminder that nature is brutal, and there's nothing you can do about it. These deer are going to die. There's hunters, there are cars, there are diseases, and there are fights. There's a million ways for these animals to die. It's a rough life for everything out there in nature. And that's just another reminder of that nature always prevails, and that's for sure.